particularly at these junctures when we are all talking about great resignations and other things, and it is also true. As soon as a person resign in the corporates, we immediately start negotiating with him. What is happening? What offer you have? So there's a very generic problems we all are facing. But yes, with a perspective which you have spoken, it's very important. The policies so far, even the HR is also continuously, from as just we were talking with Upasana, 80s to 2000, 2000 to 2010 and 2020, it is also continuously changing. HR people are also becoming more business friendly. They are also connecting with the business, and with that perspective, all policies, it has to be pro people. Otherwise, at this juncture, it will be very difficult to retain people, and it has to be highly transparent and linked with business. Now, see, the aspiration of people to be understood, it cannot be one day you will understand. So with the clear you have to open up communication channels, so you maybe just like we're celebrating or doing a lot of employee engagement programs, so you need to have forums where you try to catch people who get their opinions. You need to have programs where you will understand, or vigilance where you understand who are the people who are not happy, or who are the peoples who are looking forward to change, or people who are very skilled people and they're not paid well in the company. So those kind of mechanism has to be developed by HR. Who are the, suppose a person who is getting 20 lakh salary but his market value is 50 lakhs, right? So the one thing, and then you cannot retain him in case you do not have, his skill is so demanded in the market, he can generate that much of value. So you need to, those kind of tracking you need to have. Second thing, you need to also understand where your current policies are in terms of the market. So you need to do continuous benchmarking with your practices with organizations where you have more retention and less attrition. For example, promoting policies like work from home, promoting policies for women. Even, just adding to that, there's a report I was going through, a Digital India book, where it says one of the problems in India is the women's which were educated till college, after marriage they handle their home only. So it means that kind of investment they had for their education till college, after marriage a big chunk of women, maybe 30-40% women, they are not utilizing that skill for the development of the country, even development of their own career. So this current scenario where online things are available, so they can be trained, they can be groomed, they can also be a part of the larger organization and can contribute to the growth of the organization by doing some work. So those areas like where sometimes people resign because their personal issues. So whether that sustainability, talking to them, whether we can engage them, whether we can be a part of the company in any sense, or someone is resigned and they want to come back due to some reason. So you have to be very open, and it has to be linked with your business perspective. If you have a rigid mindset at this juncture, at this disruptive juncture, then you will not be able to survive. You need to create your goal very clearly, organizational goal, and you have to map that goal with the individual in the organizations, with the leaders with the organizations, and then only you will be able to create avenues. Suppose, as I said, for the IT industry, the way people are resigning, so you need to, by means of any agreements or non-disclosure agreements, it is definitely not possible to stop that, because I have my experience and I have my opportunity. Mera time aa gaya. Look, we say like that, ki apna time aayega. When that has come, how can you stop by means of a documentation? So that requires strategic engagement with them. You need to share ESOPs, you need to share profits that way. Sometimes I find many organizations, they're earning good amount of money, but when they are going for increment, they stick to 10%, 12%. So I mean, they are not sharing their profits. They don't have that mindset. So earning more and sharing less to the employees who are creating business. So gone are those days. If your organization has that much of value and is created by the employees, try to share with them. In a way, they own the organization. They feel that one small offer or a suddenly offer coming to you, it will not make them think about the offer, because they own the organization. They feel that this is their own organization, and their engagement with the organization, process, system, and management is so deep that nothing will make them immediately think. Even I see in my companies also, if any offer come to them from the outside, they'll not go, because they're bonded in that way. They also come and discuss, see sir, I've got an offer but I cannot resign. Why you cannot resign? They said it is very difficult to resign because what I'll talk to my boss every time he help me, every time he whatever difficulties I face in my life, in my career, in my family front, I need money, loan advances company has given me. So see, so that's he has an offer in hand which is double than his salary, but he has no courage to resign because he said that, "Okay, this is the safest zone. This is my organization." So these are all intangible things to making that tangible, in terms of policy, in terms of live examples, then only you can create a sustainable organizations. And it is a matter of culture, so how you build the culture, how you can sell this to your employees, and how they take it, otherwise these things comes from inside. If you do not able to build that momentum in them, it will be very difficult, to at these junctures people will not feel that they can go to the next station where they'll get better. So time has come, and we need to have policies which are linked with business, which are linked with the human emotions, human values, and it cannot be imposed upon. It has to be mutually understood. Yes, and you need to be, as I said, very very open, transparent, and flexible in all your policies. You more you are rigid, it will be very difficult. Yes, there are challenges like when you are work from home, you don't have tools, so you need to have strong tools, collaborative tools where you can measure their performance. Even in work from homes, you can engage them. You need to have continuous talk, communication. So communications has to be very, it is playing a big role, and it will play a big role. And how you are strategizing your communication with your employees, that will make their mind stick to the company. Nowadays we talk a lot about communications, open forum and discussion, but in reality it does not happen. Even I see in many a time in my company, we are communicating a lot, but we're not communicating what is to be communicated to them. We're not making them feel valued. We're not making them feel that yes, if you achieve this, this will be yours, and stick to that. So I think time has come to really think about the employees in a way. They become not only, they feel like owners of the company. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Whatever you do, it will be very challenging for the organization in days to come to survive with that rigid mindset. They need to be very flexible, open and transparent, and they need to accept what it is right now happening.